Okay, how are things looking here? Now, I want to show you something kind of neat here. Over on the right-hand side, the top right of the Add New Post screen, we have our publishing options. And there's a lot of publishing options that we have available. We'll definitely be going through each of them, and I'll show you exactly how all these guys work here. But I want to show you something kind of cool here. Let's say, for example, I've created this post. It's all looking hunky-dory. Everything's great. But I'm not ready to publish it to my live blog just yet. Maybe it's something that I'm going to wind up publishing in the next day or so, right? So what I'm going to do here on the top right is I'm going to click on Save Draft. Go ahead and click on Save Draft. And what happens here is WordPress goes ahead and saves my post as a draft, and I get a message here in yellow running right across the top of the interface here. The post draft has been updated. It has been saved, which is great. Now, the next thing that I want to do, though, is I want to see how my post looks on my blog. I want to not see it so much in this admin console, but I want to see how it would look to the visitor of my website, if that makes sense. So here's what I'm going to do. Once again, over on the top right of the interface, I'm going to go ahead and click on Preview. Okay, great. And that brings me over to the live side of my blog, if that makes sense. So this is what viewers would see on their side. Notice, by the way, just sort of a quick note, there's no sidebar. Remember, we had that right-hand sidebar there previously. But in any regard, this is how our blog post looks. It's pretty simple looking. That's all right at this point. We have some additional information, some additional content down below our post, when it was posted, at what time, and where it's been sorted under or filed under, and so on. And then below that we have the commenting area, so we can leave a reply if we want. And right now I'm logged in as Jeff. That's really the idea there. So does that make sense? So this is how things are going to look for the live visitor to our blog or to our website, which is great. But let me show you this. I'm going to go and close out of this additional browser tab that opened up for me. Notice the preview, by the way, opened up inside a new browser tab. So go ahead and close that. That brings you back to the admin interface, of course, and we're still editing our post here inside the admin interface. And I want to show you something else here. I'm going to hold down Command here on the Mac. You can hold down Control if you're on the Windows side. And remember this Visit Site button here way up in the top left corner? Go ahead and click on that. And of course, that'll take us to our live blog, our live site. Again, that front end that all of our visitors are going to see, right? And if I scroll down here, we don't see our new post. Because don't forget, our new post has been saved as a draft. It's not actually live on our blog just yet. It's only been saved as a draft, so it's not available for public viewing just yet. So that option, that ability to be able to save a post as a draft comes in really handy, especially if you want to perhaps write all of your posts ahead of time and then publish them maybe once every other day or something like this, right? So I hope that makes sense. Now, go ahead and close out of that extra tab and head back into that administration interface, and I'm going to navigate all the way up to my dashboard. So in the top left of your menu there, the top left of your screen, go ahead and click on Dashboard.